In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 different ways to send files to people, either if you are working with a designer or you're working with someone on your marketing or on your business and you want to share files with them. I'm going to talk you through the easiest ways that don't involve email. So the first and easiest way, if you are using Macs, if you are using iPhones, and if you are in the same room as the person you want to send the files to, is to use AirDrop, which can work either between sending files between Macs or between iPhones or between Macs and iPhones or iPads or any Apple device. So what you're going to do is just go to the file that you want to send to someone. You're going to Control-click and go to share and then select AirDrop. So what this will do is then bring up a list of people who are nearby to you and their devices. So I can see my iPhone is nearby. The iPhone must be unlocked. Likewise with a Mac, if you are sharing with someone who is using a Mac computer, the computer must actually be on and being used at that moment. It can't be asleep, otherwise it won't show up here. The person also has to be in your contacts unless you have set up otherwise in your AirDrop settings, but I think by default it's usually set up to only display your contacts unless you select everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and select my iPhone, and then you can see it's literally just said sent straight away. And if I go to my iPhone now, it automatically just opens up my photos, my files, and shows that the file has been sent, which is really, really easy. So what about the other way around? What if we want to send a file from our phones to a Mac? All you need to do is head onto your camera roll, find the image file that you want to send, and click the little share button in the bottom left-hand corner. And then it will automatically give you the option of AirDrop there in the bottom left. And actually just above that, it should give you options of anyone nearby who is using AirDrop. So I can see it says Rosanna's MacBook Pro, that is my Mac, and I'm just going to select that. Please excuse the hilarious photo I have of my sister next to it. So then I can see that that has sent. And if I go onto my MacBook now, I can see here that I've had a notification from AirDrop and I've received an item from Rosanna's phone, and that will actually just go straight into my downloads folder. And there it is. So that is the easiest way to send files to people who are actually in the same room as you and using any Apple products. What if you need to send lots of different large image files or just large files to someone who you're not in the same room or even the same country as? My favorite way is to use WeTransfer. So if you go to WeTransfer.com and select their free option, you don't actually need to sign up. You can just click no thanks here, and this will take you to their free version where you can add files up to 2 gigabytes at a time. Now this is usually way more than you would ever be able to send via actually email or Gmail, for example. I think the limit is like 20 megabytes or something. So this is way more, and you can either add separate files or you can add whole zip folders. Then you just type in the email address of the person you want to send it to, type in your own email address, pop in a message if you want to, and click transfer, and then that will send the person an email with a download link. Now the download links usually last only about 72 hours or so it's really important that the person knows that you're sending that file before you send it, so that they can have time to download it easily. So that, I find, is the best way to send lots of big image files or big PDF files all at once in a folder like so. The other thing you can do is set up some shared cloud storage for people to share files in. So if you have Google Drive, which most people do, if you've got a free Google account, you get a certain amount of gigabytes you can use in Google Drive. So head to drive.google.com, click create a new folder. I'm just going to call this one test, click create. And then what you can do is click into it and either drag any files that you want to appear on here, and it will say that it's uploading here in the corner. or you can just click add new and then upload files here. Then what you can do is hover over where the name of the folder is, click control click or right click, and then it will give you some sharing options. So you can either click share and then type in the names or email addresses of people you want to share with, or you can click get shareable link and select link sharing, and then you can literally just copy this link and send it to the person you want to share the files with. So the other way, if you've got Dropbox, is to create a shared folder and shared files in Dropbox. So I'm just going to click new folder here. Again, call it test and create it. And then it's going to open up here. You can upload files really easily like so, or like I did just now, just click and drag things onto this folder. And then what you can do is go to share folder here. So what you would do is type in the person's name or email address, or you can create a link to send to them that they can then click on and see your files. And you need to make sure that the invite is set to can edit if you want people to actually upload their own files or edit them, or it can just be to view and download. It's up to you. So those are the 4 different ways I would always suggest sending files to people. There are a few different options there depending on what softwares you use, so hopefully this was helpful.